So if you don't know what hairstyle is going to suit you, probably a side part could work for you. And then on top of that, it's super versatile. When you have a side part, you can go with a flat, shiny, and dapper look when you want to look classy and dressed up. And for just your everyday looks, you can go with something more casual by just switching up the product you use to a matte product and adding a little bit of more volume. In this same casual category, you could try something called a textured comb over. It's kind of like a variation of the side part, except it's meant to look more messy and more casual. The third hairstyle you should definitely consider for 2017 is the brush up. Now this hairstyle is literally you just brushing up your hair to give it some textured volume. What I really like about this hairstyle is that it looks effortless, like you didn't spend hours trying to style your hair, and it doesn't look as perfect as the pompadour. And again, the great thing about this hairstyle is that it doesn't matter if you have straight, curly, or wavy hair, most men can pull it off. If you have any type of hair that's sort of manageable, as long as you can brush it up and add some textured volume, you can pull off this look. Now the fourth hairstyle is definitely one of the most trendiest ones, and that's the high skin fade pompadour or pomp. Now the only downside with this hairstyle is that really only guys with wavy to straight hair look best in this hairstyle. I have seen some curly alternatives, but usually wavy to straight hair looks best. And on top of that, requires high maintenance, both to keep the sides in the fade nicely fresh and also a lot of work in the morning to keep that pompadour looking perfect. But hey, other than that, if you got that perfect hair, give it a shot because it's definitely gonna look awesome and it's gonna get some heads turning. Number 5 is the buzz cut. Now, not everybody can rock the buzz cut, and I kind of actually envy those who can. And that's because this is the most low maintenance haircut that you'll ever pull off. You don't have to spend time or money on any hair products or all that time in the morning worrying about styling your hair. On top of that, if you're one of those guys that looks great in a buzz cut, you know that you can roll straight out of bed and you'll never have to worry about having a bad hair day. I mean, that's just lucky. And of course, I can't forget about my African American viewers. I told you, if you have super coarse hair, there's still some really awesome and dapper hairstyles that you can be pulling off. I mean, you don't call me Jose Zuniga for nothing. Whether you're Spanish or African American, I know how hard that hairstyle is to manage, but there's a lot of really good hairstyles that you can try out that will make you look stylish this year. For example, you can try the skin fade with waves. Usually if you have coarse hair, you don't want a lot of hair on the side, so skin fades are always the best way to go. And then you can add waves on top to add texture to coarse hair. But this is a great and sharp option to try this year that requires just a little bit of maintenance. Now number 7 is a favorite of mine, and that's the low top. This is great if you want to add a little bit of volume to your coarse hair and want to add some length to your face. Now you have a couple variations that you could try with the low top depending on the how coarse your hair is, but you can try anything from an afro to just rocking your curls, or try something like sponge curls. To me, either of those options look amazing. And finally, try a side part with a hard part. Now I know in a previous video I said that hard parts are not the way to go, especially if you have straight or manageable hair. But to clarify, I meant that more to people that can, like I said, manage and make their own hard part. But if you have super coarse hair where you can't comb a side part, then a hard part is your best alternative, and you will look just as dapper. So a hairstyle that you could try is definitely the hard part, where it's gonna make you look a little bit more dapper. It's a more classic alternative to the previous two that I just talked about. But again, it's something definitely to try out this year if you haven't done so. The only downside is that it requires the most maintenance, because you have to be sure to keep that line always clean. If not, you're losing the side part. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. These are some of the best hairstyles for 2017 that you could try if you're bored with your hairstyle and just want to switch things up a bit. If you like this video, don't forget to drop us a like down below and share this video as well.
What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex Costa. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below to become part of our YouTube family. Now, I know we have a lot of new people here, so welcome. My name is Alex. I do a lot of hairstyle, fashion, and general lifestyle content to improve your game. And I do get to travel a lot, so if you want to know more about me, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Alex Costa. And yeah, I've been traveling a lot and seeing a lot of different hairstyles all over the place. But some definitely catch my eyes, okay? Some are definitely stand out in a good way. So today's video is all about different hairstyles, okay? What's trending right now, some of my favorite cuts, and then also different hairstyles for different hair types. Maybe you're just tired of your haircut, or you just wanna try something new, or you're letting it grow so you can actually like play around with it. In today's video, I wanted to show you the top 5 most attractive, the sexiest, the best, the ones that I like the most, my favorite hairstyles of 2017. And of course, we're starting with the undercut. The undercut is crazy popular, and also it's super easy to get this haircut. So if you're in the market for a new cut or a new style, this might be the one for you. Basically, you want your hair to be longer up top, anything over 3 inches, but the sides are usually very short. I'd say between 8.5 and a number 2 guard. It creates this pretty big difference in contrasting length between the top and the sides. And I've had a lot of people ask me on YouTube, on Instagram, on Snapchat, Alex, do you think the undercut is going away in 2017 because it was kind of like overplayed in 2016 and a lot of people had it? And my answer to that is no, I don't think it's going away at all. And the reason for that is that the undercut isn't just like a trendy cut that just came out of nowhere and it's a fad. It's actually been very popular for a very long time. It looks really clean and you can style it a bunch of different ways. So the hairstyling can change a little bit here and there, but ultimately the undercut itself is here to stay. Next up, we have the pompadour. Now, this has also been around for a very long time, but recently it had a huge resurgence. It's a little bit more high maintenance than most, but the result is worth it because it definitely stands out. For you to achieve this look, you're probably gonna need to blow dry. You need hairstyling products to keep your hair up like that all day long. And then you also need to brush all of your hair back, but also make sure you're adding volume to it. You need loads of volume so it's not just like a flat, slick back look. I do also have a video on hairstyling hacks that will help you keep your hair up all day long. So if you want to watch that, I'm going to link it right here for you as well as in the description. So go watch it right after this one. It's really going to help you guys who are trying to get that pompadour look on point. Next up, the quiff. And the best thing about this haircut is that you can style it a bunch of different ways. So even though you have the same haircut, you can have different hairstyles for each occasion, so you're not gonna get bored of the same thing every single day. For example, this is what a classic quiff looks like. It's more traditional, it's clean, it's classy, and it's a little bit harder to maintain throughout the day. Now, a modern quiff, that's a little bit messier, which I personally really like. It's easier to maintain, it's edgier, it usually has more texture to it, and if you have shorter hair, you can also achieve this look, which is great for you guys who are just starting to grow out your hair, or for you guys who don't really want to have longer hair at all. And also, even for the guys out there with curly hair, I know there's a lot of you guys who watch my videos, this hairstyle will work for you, okay? It looks super cool, it's different, it definitely stands out. And if once in a while you feel like spending a little bit more time on your hair, you can definitely do it, okay? You can blow dry it and then take some of the curls out to change things up a little bit. All right, now let's talk about the buzz cut. Maybe you guys aren't feeling the long hair, okay? Well, lucky for you, the buzz cut is a super easy, clean, and very low maintenance hairstyle. Now, even I've had a buzz cut before, and to be honest with you guys, it wasn't even by choice, okay? I grew up in Brazil, and I went to a military school back in the day when I was very young, and I'd have to get my hair cut every 14 days and get it inspected by a sergeant or captain, and it was a buzz cut. And then he would like sign this little notebook and say, okay, you're good. And if you went over 14 days or if the haircut was bad, you'd get in trouble. But then after I left military school, I was so used to it that I just kept a buzz cut for a very long time. To be honest, I think every guy should have a buzz cut at least once, just to see it, just to try it out, you know, say you've done it. And then you can honestly do it yourself. If you have clippers at home, I used to do it all the time and I saved a lot of money on cuts and products. Plus, it's actually a really great summer look. Next up, we have the side part. And this is one of my favorite hairstyles when it's done properly. Okay, it's very professional, it's clean, and it's classy. I personally like it when there's a little bit more volume and it's not too flat on your head. We've seen so many celebrities rocking the side part. It's such a timeless look. And one of the best parts of the style is that it can be casual, or professional, depending on how you style it. So you can have a really messy side part like this one here that gives it more casual, you know, everyday vibe, or you can be a little bit cleaner and proper if you're wearing something formal, going to an event, or if you're working. The most important thing here is to try something new. So I've had crazy like spiked up in-sync hair. I've had the buzz cut. I've had the Caesar cut. Last year I had a really long like undercut top knot. So you just gotta try it out. You never know if it's gonna look better than your current hairstyle. Plus, it's just hair. It's gonna grow back and you're gonna be fine. All right, guys, I wanna know which one of these hairstyles you think is your favorite. Make sure you comment below. And also, I'm going to Coachella next weekend, so you should definitely follow me on Instagram at Alex Costa, because I'm gonna be posting some pictures as well as Instagram stories, and I wanna make sure that you guys see it all. It's gonna be super dope. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out.